Assalamualaikum and hi, we are Pair 11 and today we will be presenting about speech delay among children due to digital usage. My name is Afiqah Irdina binti Mohamed Radzuwan.
My name is Mira Balqis binti Mohamed Ridzuan, and we are from class JBA2513D.
So moving on to the types of charts in this assignment. The first one, there are pie chart and line graph. So next is the purposes. So the first purpose is to identify the ages of a child that start using smartphones. This is for us to understand better about their parents' parental behavior and the availability of digital devices in their household. So the second point is to examine how increased screen usage in the pandemic affects the development of speech language skills among children. This is due to the COVID-19 pandemic, digital usage has significantly increased because it is being used for entertainment, education, and communication.
Moving on to the credibility, based on our observation on a daily basis, we can conclude that there are a lot of parents allowing their children to use digital devices such as smartphones to keep them entertained. We usually see parents give the digital devices to to their children at the restaurant to keep their children entertained and well behaved. Based on our research, smartphone usage might have effect to the children that start to use smartphones at young age. The smartphone usage might affect the speech development and their thinking.
So next is background topic. So the definition of speech delay is it refers to a child's inability to hit the regular milestone at the predicted age. So now, what causes speech delay among children? The first one is less social interaction. So due to the high usage of digital devices, these children are lacking in terms of having a face-to-face communication. For example, they spend more time watching short videos on internet compared to having a real-life conversation with their parents or even their siblings. And the second point is passive learning. So as we know, many popular digital platforms such as YouTube and TikTok are very popular among kids, and the contents on these platforms are pre-recorded, which means that these children cannot interact with the people that they are watching on the internet. So as a consequence, these children has a very limited vocabulary and difficulty in forming sentences.
Next is the central idea, rise in children's speech delay. Since the speech delay case among children increase and it is important to understand the differences in speech delay rates between children in urban and rural area in relation to screen exposure to digital devices. Next, I will be presenting the first chart. The first chart is a data that shows age at the first usage of smartphone by the children. Since sorry, the first chart is a pie chart that was taken from National Library of Medicine 2021. The pie chart shows the data of ages of children have their first digital exposure, specifically smartphones. Next, I will explain more about the chart. Based on the pie chart, there are six categories of ages, which is less than or equal to 1 years old, 2 years old, 3 years old, 4 years old, never been exposed to smartphone, and recently exposed to the smartphone. There are 613 total of children included in this data. As we can see in the diagram, less than or equal to 1 year old is the majority of age that children has been exposed to smartphone. Meanwhile, children that never been exposed to smartphone is the minority. Moving on to Miss Afiqah.
So, as you can see from the slide, this is a line graph taken from Epic Research in 2023, and it shows the trend in speech delay diagnosis among children who turn 2 years old. In and this chart is broken down by urban and rural populations from 2018 to 2023. So, the red line represents the urban area, meanwhile the blue line represents the rural area. It is stated in the chart in that the urban average rate in 2018 is 9.2%, meanwhile the rural average rate is 6.6%, which is much lower compared to the urban areas. So, uh, next, the urban population shows a consistently higher rate of speech delay diagnosis compared to the rural population. As you can see, the urban area population starts at below 10% in 2018. However, it gradually increased in 2023 and it reached over 16% in 2023. Meanwhile, for the rural areas, it starts at the rate, sorry, meanwhile for rural area, the rural population starts at below 8% in 2018. However, the rate increases gradually, but from 2021 onwards, it reached 12% in 2023. So, in conclusion, the significant increase in both urban and rural rates begins around 2020, which is the start of the pandemic. So, this suggests that there are a potential link between the increased screen time and because of the reduced social interaction and the rising speech delay speed. Now, I'm going to pass the slide to Mira.
Last but not least is the conclusion of this topic. Screen exposure and toddler speech delay. In conclusion, we can say that increase in screen exposure of smartphone can affect the speech delay development in the child. This is due to minimum social engagement with other person and passive learning since the children has been exposed to the smartphone and they might get addicted to the smartphone. Speech delay in urban area has increased ever since COVID-19 pandemic since the urban area is more technological developed. That is all from us. Part 11. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.